many believe that Machado de Assis was Brazil's greatest author. Many also believe that The Fortune Teller, or a Cartomante in Português, was his best short story. Machado de Assis published The Fortune Teller in 1884. Machado was born in 1839 into a poor family in Rio de Janeiro. He was the grandson of freed slaves. However, his parents were domestic servants in the country estate of Maria José Pereira. Maria was the widow of Brigadier and Senator of the Empire Bento Barroso Pereira. Maria became his godmother and protector. Maria gave many parties for her rich friends. Therefore, Machado spent the first part of his childhood observing the bad behavior of Rio's upper class. Even though Machado's success as an author raised him into Rio's high society, he continued to observe the bad behavior of Rio's rich through the eyes of the grandson of slaves. For that reason, Machado's writings were often quite critical of Rio's upper class. Therefore, The Fortune Teller needs to be read as a severe criticism of the pretentiousness, the hypocrisy, and especially the foolishness of Rio's rich. The story is set in Rio de Janeiro in 1869. In this story, the protagonist, Camilo, is having an affair with Rita, the wife of his best friend Villela. They get together in the house of a friend of Rita. They are always very careful that no one sees them arrive or leave. When the story begins, Camilo makes fun of Rita for having visited a fortune teller. Camilo was not at all superstitious. Rita responds, "Go ahead and laugh. Men are all like that. They don't believe in anything." Hamlet observed Horatio that there are more things in the sky and in the earth than our philosophy dreams of. The betrayed husband, Villela, and Camilo had been the very best of friends since childhood. Villela was ambitious, but Camilo was not. Villela became a magistrate in the provinces, where he met and married the beautiful and impetuous Rita. But Camilo didn't want to do anything. Tired of Camilo's laziness, his mother got him a job as a public servant and insisted that he take it. After many years in the provinces, Villela returned to Rio and opened a law office. When Villela introduced Rita to Camilo, she exclaimed, "You can't imagine how much my husband is your friend. He is always talking about you." Camilo was 26. Rita was 30 and the oldest of them. Villela was 29, but he looked a lot older. The three spent a lot of time together. A short time later, Camilo's mother died. Villela took care of her funeral and of Camilo's inheritance. Rita took care of Camilo's broken heart, and nobody could have done it better. Unexpectedly, Rita began actively trying to seduce Camilo. Initially, Camilo sincerely wanted to get away. However, Rita was relentless. The battle was short and the victory delirious. Farewell, scruples. One day, Camilo received an anonymous letter that called him immoral and said that the affair was known by everyone. The following weeks, Camilo received 3 more letters condemning his affair with Rita. Camilo was afraid that the author of those letters would send one to Vilela as well. Rita related that Vilela had started to appear gloomy and that he was speaking little. The next day, Camilo received a note from Vilela that said, "Come right away to our house. I need to speak to you without delay." Camilo hailed a Tibre. As they trotted in the direction of Vilela's house, Camilo couldn't decide whether Vilela was waiting to kill him. However, his trip was stopped by a carriage that had turned over in the street. During the delay, Camilo noticed that he was close to the house of the fortune teller. His desperation made him decide to consult the woman about his fear during the delay. To Camilo's surprise, the fortune teller already knew about his affair and about his fear. She told him he had nothing to fear. Camilo paid her generously and left, confident that no danger awaited him at Vilela's house. Camilo arrived at Vilela's house full of confidence. Upon entering, Camilo couldn't stifle a cry of terror. On the sofa was Rita, dead and covered with blood. Vilela grabbed him by the neck and shot him 2 times with a pistol. Camilo fell dead. Thank you for watching.